Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to historic Roosevelt Field, where the tall fescue grass is gleaming in the dew of the morning, which is evening, of course. Almost 7 o'clock here at Roosevelt Field, and I'm joined tonight. It's my great pleasure to welcome fellow teacher, friend, and broadcaster extraordinaire, Mr. Rich Campbell. Rich, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, Dave. I'm anxious to broadcast some legendary Norristown football here at stunningly well-prepared Roosevelt Field.
Stunningly well-prepared is the call of the day. Both of these teams are stunningly well-prepared, with the CB East Patriots coming in at a robust 2-1, while the Norristown Eagles are at a flawless 3-0. And I guess my question, Rich, is Norristown going to repeat the mistakes of the past 3 years where they came out strong with a 3-0 start, or is this the year they finally take league play and win some games and do some damage in the playoffs?
Now, I see a different Norristown squad this year. I see one that has caught themselves when they've started to slip a little bit in the discipline area. They've let a couple leads slip away in the fourth quarter, but they haven't let them go completely. They've maintained their positions, they've maintained their intensity, and they've brushed off their mistakes and kept the pedal to the metal and won all of their games.
Yeah, that's a good point. One of the things that's been an unfortunate hallmark of Norristown football in the second half of the last few seasons has been their propensity to just let leads slide. I mean, they would come out in the first half, they would be up maybe 20-10, 27-10, and they would let those leads slip away and they would lose those games. But the difference between this year's team and the teams of the past not only lies in their discipline of the discipline of this year's team, but also in their willingness to, put the pedal to the metal, like you said, come out and score more in the second half. Norristown before would coast. In the second half, they would coast and they would let it ride. Not anymore.
Yes, it seemed in the past that they would say, well, we won the first half, so we won the game. But
Right.
Now they realize that it is a full 48 minutes that they must play. And despite a couple of errors here, a missed tackle, they have kept their concentration and their discipline and maintained those leads and won the game. They've done a great job of playing from ahead this year, keeping leads, getting out in front, and then making other teams play their game.
So, all that being said, and we both talked about Norristown's strengths this season, but we both read the Times Herald today, and we both saw that across the board, the newspapermen, the esteemed newspapermen, these guys know what they're talking about. They all picked CB East to win this game. Is it that they're prejudiced against the past history of Norristown? They figure, 3-0 against teams that aren't that strong competition?
Yeah, I think they're looking at Norristown's competition and Norristown's recent history, and they're saying, well, they're waiting for the inevitable fall. However, in looking at this team this year and in talking with the students, I see a bunch of players that are team-first guys. They're not looking for their individual stats. They're concerned with how the team performs. That wasn't necessarily always the case in the past, Dave.
That's certainly true. I mean, a lot of people were looking a lot more to get their names in the Times Herald, to get their names mentioned on our Eagle News broadcast, which, by the way, you can see every morning at 7:30 on Channel 27, Comcast Channel 27 for you out there, or you can watch it live streaming video at www.nasd.k12.pa.us, and you can check our live streaming video or vodcasts for those of you in the technological know. But, Rich, I have to say that I disagree with the prognostications of the Times Herald, and I'm picking a Norristown victory tonight.
I'm feeling really good about our squad too, Dave. I think CB East graduated a few players last year. They're not the team that they were last year when they were among the top 10 in southeastern Pennsylvania and made district playoffs. They recently, last week, they went up to Penn Ridge and they got pasted. I believe the final score being 40-8. So apparently there must have been a really good meal at the country club, and they had to get there quick before they missed the last call. So I think Norristown's going to deal them a little bit of a spanking here this year at beautiful Roosevelt Field.
A 40-8 is a pasting in anyone's book, and good tea time is hard to come by. But we'll see. really hope it comes to fruition. I really hope these guys can pull it together this year, because the last 3 years have been nothing short of heartbreaking. Coming out to these strong starts, beating up on teams that, admittedly weren't the best competition, and then losing when you've come to face with adversity. This year, I smell a different team. Quarterback Russell Graham has found a new favorite target in wide receiver Alex Dinalfi, and nose tackle number 68 Curtis Haley has been having an excellent year. And their defensive line has been playing uniformly good football. A few weeks ago at Springford, number 50 George Washington ran in a touchdown off a fumble. So the defense has been turning some of these opportunities into quick sixes. And we can't overlook the twin tailback play, the tandem, the thunder and lightning of Matt Booker and Sheldon Mayer. And one of the things I really like, and I mention this every week, is if you notice under Booker's statistics, he's 5'8", 205. That's just some fanciful myth-making right there. He's not 205, soaking wet in a snowstorm in his snow boots.
I think if he put on all of the clothing in his wardrobe and wet it down, and then put nickels in the pockets of all of the pants, he might be 205.
He might be 205, but I got to tell you, he's been running over people, and he's been making people pay, going up the middle and unleashing fury on them, and he's been putting some punishment.
Yeah, Matt Booker is a special player. He has an unbelievable and an uncanny ability to find open space. He's able to make people miss in traffic, which is really what you want to see at the next level of play, what coaches look for. Probably the only thing that would hold him back from a Division I scholarship is the fact that he is a little shy of 205.
A little shy of 205.
And I think 5'8", maybe in his spikes he's 5'8". But he is absolutely a special player and one of the best that has come through Norristown in the last 5 years. When I was talking with Russ Graham, our quarterback today, he was actually very excited about the fact that Brandon Ellis would be rejoining the squad. Brandon is a receiver for him, and he felt that he would be an excellent target to help complement Alex Dinalfi so that teams could no longer really press and look at that combination.
Well, we're going to look for some good things tonight. We're going to look for explosive football from Graham, Ellis, and Dinalfi, and hopefully the twin tandem of Mayer and Booker can keep it up in the backfield. As the Norristown band takes center stage, and the ferocious Norristown drum line is about to unleash their polyrhythmic fury, we just have to say a couple things. We'd like to see more of you guys come out to Roosevelt Field. We're looking out, and we're seeing a good crowd. We're seeing a better crowd than it's been the last few weeks. But guys, you really need to be here. These guys work hard during the summer. They need your support. So let's try for the next few weeks to come out, support the team on Friday nights and on Saturday afternoons. You can check out www.highschoolsports.net to find out when your Gridiron Heroes are playing their next game. And then you can still hear us. You do not need to deprive yourself of the pleasure of hearing our voices over the airwaves. You can still check us out on Comcast Channel 27. The games air several times during the week. So you can come here, see it live, and then go home, where it'll be twice as nice when you hear our voices.
Yeah, I'd like to echo that sentiment, Dave. What makes Norristown special is that people here stay here. There are multiple generations of players and people who stay in the neighborhood. So it's time that we get out here and support the kids of the neighborhood, because these kids are someday going to be your neighbors. So come on out, support them. These are the good kids. These are the kids that are not going to be the problem. And maybe by showing the support for these kids, we can get some of those kids that are sitting on the fence and deciding which way they want to go, and get them to go this way towards high school sports, athletics, and involvement in their high school.
And it's been proven time and time again that by getting students involved in extracurricular activities, you're not only having them buy in and become more part of a school community, but they do better in school. They feel vested in it, and they feel like more of a part of the school environment. We really strive to create a positive environment at Norristown Area High School. We're very proud of our football team. We're very proud of our band. We're very proud of our hardworking cheerleaders, and we would like to have you come out and be a part of it here Friday nights.
And remember, you make it better for them.
Echoing that sentiment again, this is Dave Fazzini and Rich Campbell. We're going to leave you with little Norristown Band, and we'll see you very soon for the kickoff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and the Norristown Eagles are about to run out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen to the melodious
Welcome to
voice of
Roosevelt Field and tonight's
Welcome, your
Continental League
heroes,
contest
2017
between the visiting Patriots of Central Bucks East and Norristown Area High School's high-flying Eagles. Central Bucks East is coached by Larry Green. The Patriots are 2-1 after a 38-21 loss. The Eagles took Leader Smith a 3-0 after a 33-14 victory over Cheltenham.
So here they come. Should be an interesting night. Our referees are being announced by Mr. Giovinco. And the teams have taken the field. So we look out over the Central Bucks East Patriots. See that the captains, number 87, Sean Whalen, number 64, Dalton Kirkman, and number 12, Corey Klein. For Norristown Eagles, the captains are 34, Matt Booker, number 59, Peter Nguyen, and captains are going out to meet at midfield at the 50-yard line. Rich, I'll tell you, last week at Springford, the coin toss literally took 5 minutes. I ended up talking about just about everything under the sun. I think I recited a poem. It was
coin
crazy.
tosses can be ceremonial.
I mean, the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is ceremonial too, and that takes less time than the 50-yard line pregame ceremonial exchange. It had pomp, it had circumstance, it had pomp and circumstance and pomp, and a Bob Fosse routine.
Exactly how much hang time did the coin have, Dave?
The coin was flipped so high it actually left Earth's gravitational pull.
And it entered the troposphere.
Norristown wins the toss and elects to receive, not surprisingly, with their team speed. So after the coin toss, Nguyen and Booker run off for the playing of our national anthem. right, after our national anthem, here come the exhortations of the crowd, trying to inspire their Norristown Eagles to win this, their first league contest against Central Bucks East. Rich, I see the keys for the Eagles tonight as, first of all, getting off to a strong start in the running game and getting Russell Graham some time to throw. If he can air it out, the Eagles could very possibly win big tonight.
Yeah, I think that the Eagles have to utilize their team speed. We're obviously known for the team speed. They're going to have to spread the field and make space for the playmakers that they have, for the Alex Dinolfis, Russ Grahams, and Matt Bookers, so that they can make people miss. That will result in Norristown victory.
And the last few weeks, Anthony Wise has been returning some kickoffs. Number 22, Wise, has run 2 kickoffs back in the last few weeks for touchdowns. So we'll see if tonight he can recapture the magic, do a little bit of that Devin Hester kind of running these kickbacks and getting a quick 6 on the board before the Patriots know what hit them. So deep back for the Eagles are 25 Mayer, 22 Wise. And we'll see if they kick it to Wise. Number 2, Peter Benz, the 5'9", 180-pound kicker. And we're off. Kicks it deep to Mayer. And Wise. Wise takes it. Wise hit big, brought down at the 25, where Russ Graham, Matt Booker, and the rest will take him out, and we'll see what happens. Big hit on that one.
Yeah, but he managed to spin out of it and move forward for an additional 5 yards from where he was hit, Dave. That was an excellent job.
Yeah, he's really been good after contact, and part of that's attributable to sloppy tackling on that play by the Patriots. But good run, good return. Book is the single back, Graham under center. Minimal gain.
Yeah, apparently it looks like the Patriots have scouted our team very well, and they know that we like to take it between the tackles.
Yeah, there's no gain on that one, and the Patriots seem to have had our number. Graham runs in with the sign from Coach E.J. Smith. Pete Nguyen brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Backs in the eye, number 21, Ron Davis at fullback, 34, Booker at tailback. Dinolfi in motion. The give is to Booker for a short gain, perhaps a yard.
It seems like the Patriots are getting good penetration. They're meeting Booker in the backfield. He's not getting a whole lot of room to make space or make a cut. He's being met back usually where he makes his cuts and finds that daylight. And there is no daylight to be found yet.
Well, during the Springford game, something similar happened to the Eagles, but Coach Smith decided to extend the field a little bit by having Russell Graham run the option. Be a good time to spread the field and utilize some of Graham's speed.
Yeah, they've come out with a 3 wide receiver set here, and Sheldon Mayer's now in motion.
Graham drops back. He's going to run. Graham, it's off. Graham picks up 6, but he's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and about 4 for the Norristown Eagles.
Yeah, Russ didn't like what he saw downfield in terms of coverages. It looked like the Patriots had dropped back into a cover 2, doing a nice zone up there, and Russ decided to just pull it down and try and find some daylight on his own. He got close, but they were able to converge and hold him short of the first down.
That was the only decision he could have made there. 4th down, the Eagles will have to punt. Line drive kick. Taken on the run by number 6, Dan Blusnik.
Crushing hit there by Sam Kelly-Azure.
Touchdown, Sam Kelly-Azure delivers a crushing blow on Dan Blusnik. And the Patriots have good field position, but Sam Kelly-Azure bringing the pain nice and early for the Norristown Eagles. However, the Patriots have excellent field position at the Norristown 47.
47.
Shotgun.
Pickup of 7.
Pickup of 7 on that play. The tackling left a little to be desired. He escaped the first wave, escaped the second wave, and was finally brought down by the Eagles secondary.
Seemed like Norristown was looking for the pass there when he was back in the shotgun with a one-back set. Looked like they laid back a little bit and were a little slow to react to the handoff.
And the aggressiveness of their defensive line has been a hallmark. Backs in the eye. The toss. No gain. Very minimal gain. As number 5 is brought down by George Washington. George Washington and Curtis Haley on the stop.
Yeah, Washington filled the hole there really quick on the cutback by the running back, and he brought him down with some authority.
Brought him down with, yes, definitely with some authority. One thing that's been concerning me on the first 2 running plays by East, the linebackers appear to have gotten out of position, so luckily the defensive line's been able to make some of these plays. 3rd down and short.
Oh,
nice
excellent
play in the backfield.
Excellent penetration by the line. They blew that play up before it even had a chance to develop. Not biting on the reverse and just concentrating on the running back. They shut him down for a loss of 2 yards.
31 Ellis and 21 Ron Davis on the play. Ron Davis has been having an excellent season, as is Ellis. They've both been playing some high-quality football, both playing some great defense for the Eagles. They're going to need him tonight.
Patriots back in a punt formation with 4th and 4. They're looking to play a field position game with the Eagles tonight, it looks like. Oh.
A fake. The Patriots are going to pick up the first down, and the Eagles did not need that. So with 7 minutes and 35 seconds here to go in the first quarter, the Patriots just complete a fake punt on 4th down, bringing it all the way down to the Eagles 20. That hurts, Rich.
Yeah, it looked like that gunner, usually the tackle man that runs down on the punt coverage, was left uncovered. And basically the punter saw that and reacted to it, threw a short pass, and they were able to pick up good 10 or 15 yards.
Good call on that play. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Backs in the eye. The handoff goes to Blusnik. Met for a minimal gain.
Looks like a gain of 1. Norristown seems to be standing it up at the line now. The defensive line seems to be really asserting themselves, and the linebackers now are not looking as much pass and are starting to step up and really stop the run in its place.
Yeah, the defensive line and linebackers are going to really have to combine, work together to stop the run. Looks like the Patriots are trying to establish the run here early in the first quarter. Backs in the eye, 2nd down and 8. Handoff goes to number 5. Number 5, Devin Passman runs it for the first down.
Down to the 7.
Down to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and goal with the 7, Dave. That play, they just found a lot of space. Seems like they got the Eagles running in a couple different directions and were able to capitalize.
Well, the last thing I'm sure the Eagles wanted to see was a drive like this from CB East. They'll have to stop him here. Gut check time for the defensive line. 1st and goal from the 7. Minimal gain on 1st down to bring up 2nd down and goal.
That was Ron Good on the stop, Dave. He really filled the hole and didn't bite on anything as far as the reverse motion. He just stood up in the hole and stopped that runner cold in his tracks.
Ron Good and his brother Mike have both been playing good ball for the Eagles this year. Ron on the defensive line and Mike in the Eagles secondary. Both guys have been playing some solid football, and Ron's a senior this year and Mike's a junior, so Mike will be back here next year for the Eagles. 2nd and goal from the 7. Good play to direct traffic back in by the Eagles defensive line.
Looked like our outside linebacker there blitzed on the play and took out the fullback way back in the backfield. That left the running back kind of fending for himself, and with the Eagles' defensive line playing so stout and standing up the offensive line, he really had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that one, and that's a good call on your part. Taking out that fullback takes out the lead blocker and doesn't allow him to get out and get into the second level of the Eagles' defense. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. It's a passing down, and he's in trouble. He's throwing, and it is almost picked off. Almost picked off. Corey Klein took a big hit by number 21, Ron Davis, and that was almost picked off.
Looked like the Eagles all bumped into themselves because he was throwing it into about 7 Eagle defenders. I don't think any of them called me, and they all bumped into each other, kind of Keystone Cops-like.
It did look like.
And they ruined an opportunity to take the ball away and potentially end a scoring threat here.
It did look like the Keystone Cops. This is going to bring up 4th down. They better watch the fake. Going to bring up 4th down. Field goal team is on. Nearly blocked.
Brandon Ellis in on that one. Just missed by a hair.
And Rich, like you said, it had not been for that Keystone Cops routine down at the goal line, the Eagles conceivably could have come back with that one for 6. They had blockers out in front.
Oh, there was a sea of blue there, and not much white.
So the Eagles will take this kickoff. The dangerous twosome of Mayer and Wise back deep for the Eagles. Coach Tom Pierantozzi coaching the special teams. Helped out by Coach Brian Kennedy, and they're talking to their guys and trying to make sure that they understand the importance of coming right back, quick strike.
Yeah, Coach Kennedy has really brought something to the defense this year. They seem to be playing with a little more discipline. They're not running around or putting blame on others. They're accepting responsibility and really doing a fine job so far early this season.
Yeah, they're staying home. They understand their assignments, and they understand that, you know what, sometimes the job of the defensive line is to eat up a few blockers so the linebackers can make the plays. Last year it was all slashing and sometimes a little over penetration. This year, disciplined play from the front 4. Here comes the kickoff from number 2. Peter Benz. Back deep for the Eagles are Mayer and Wise. This one is going to be fielded by Mayer. Mayer takes it at the 15. Mayer brings it out. Big return. Mayer brings it out to the Eagles' 43-yard line. Nice run. He had good blocking on that play. A little bit of dipsy-doodle, a little bit of dancing. I mentioned Bob Fosse earlier. He looked like he was auditioning for the role of Velma Kelly in Chicago with some of those dance moves on the outside. He's got to use his speed, do what he does best. Run straight, go hard.
Yeah, he looked like he was looking for some cutback lanes and trying to pick up some blockers, but
A sea of flags.
That was a little bit of sloppiness by the offensive line.
I guess we got to stop talking about the discipline before we jinx everybody. Bring up 1st and 15 for the Eagles. That was a...
I think I'm going to lay the blame at the feet of the band for striking up the drums there. Apparently they mistook the banging of the drums for the sound of Hut.
Well, the rhythmic cadence of Russell Graham doesn't go right this time. Graham going deep for Ellis. He's got deep. Oh,
just a little out of reach.
Just a little out of reach. Ellis had his man toasted. Brandon Ellis was wide open. Like, I'm talking like Homestead, Oklahoma. He's got 160 acres and he's staking his claim kind of wide open. Now that's wide open. He roasted and toasted his man, and now they have to be scared of Graham's cannon arm. Russell Graham in the shotgun, 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, Russ really laid that ball out just a hair out of it. But the great thing about that play is this one right here. It opens the field up. Now that secondary and those safeties are worried. They're laying back and not wanting to get beat long like that, and that opens up those lanes for Matt Booker.
That's exactly right. And Booker picks up 9 on that play, and that's going to bring up third and about 6 for the Eagles. And that's a great play because it, like you said, Rich, it opens up that middle and it keeps them honest in the secondary. They can't play up close. They can't focus on Booker. They've got to respect Graham's arm. 3rd and 6, backs in the eye. Graham drops back. Graham's got to run. Graham's taken off. Graham bowls over.
Takes on that tackler and runs right through him like he was a paper mache stand-up Joe Pa doll.
I am shocked. You never see quarterbacks lower the boom on cornerbacks like that. And Russell Graham said, "Ladies and gentlemen at home, I am not your typical quarterback. I can run with the big boys and I can run them over." So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
I really like what Russ did on that play. He's spreading the field. He's making the Patriots have to respect the speed to the outside. It's really going to pay dividends and open up the middle of the field for the Eagles.
Speaking of the middle of the field, Davis takes it for a gain of 5. Ron Davis plows up the middle. The aggressive spark plug of the Eagles' offense and defense. Ron Davis is the do-it-all man. He's the utility man for the Eagles. Aggressive play at linebacker, great play at fullback, a solid all-around senior. He'll be missed next year.
Yeah, that's basically what we've been talking about, Dave, is now the middle of the field is starting to open up. You're seeing those running lanes open up as the field gets spread, and the Patriots have to respect the players on the outside.
All right. Backs in the eye. Graham hands off to Booker. Very short gain.
That was Derek Williams on the carry.
Derek Williams on that carry. With 2:50 left here in the first quarter, it's 3-0. 3-0 Patriots, but Norristown is driving. Norristown is on the drive. It's 3rd down and 4. Graham drops back. Nice pass to Denolfi. Denolfi takes a shot. Incomplete. Denolfi was hit and could not hang on. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles. That was a tough play.
That was a heck of a hit by the Patriots player. He really read the pass and lowered the boom on Alex. Alex really couldn't do much about that. He turned around and he was eating face mask.
Eating face mask. That's a tough position for a receiver because you really can't do anything. You know you're going to take a shot, and sometimes you just can't hold on. Graham on 4th down. Eagles are going to go for it. Graham drops back, runs the option. Graham is
They're going to convert, and
Booker is going to take this in for the touchdown. Excellent block, Russell Graham. Great run, Matt Booker. That's how the Eagles have got to play if they're going to win this game.
You cannot arm tackle Matt Booker. He is a determined runner. He runs with ferocity. He'll break that arm tackle. You have to put the body on Matt to bring him down.
And Rich, did you see Russell Graham on that play? Coming out, lead blocking, not afraid to hit. That is a man's quarterback right there.
Well, that's what we referred to also in the beginning of the game, and that this team is about the team. They sacrifice for each other. They're not out about their highlights. They're about winning.
We convert the extra point. 7-3 Norristown after an impressive drive, capped off by an explosive run by Matt Booker, facilitated by a jaw-breaking block by quarterback number 3, Russell Graham. Rich, I'm impressed.
Hey, that was an impressive drive. To take it, they quickly answered CB East's score with a field goal by just driving the ball right down their throat. They spread the field. They used the outside in their speed. They ran it up the middle. They gave them a little bit of a view of everything. And hopefully, what's to come is continued excellence.
Yeah, the offensive output looks good so far. Coach E.J. Smith's got to prepare for this team, and the rhythm of the drums is beating. Sounds like a little turn the beat around from the Miami Sound Machine / Vicky Sue Robinson era of disco hits.
And the crowd is a late arriving crowd, and we can start to see a lot of the student body arriving. You can feel the excitement starting to build as everybody comes into the stadium and the seats start to fill, recognizing their friends from the hallways and having a good time here. We really recommend that you come out to Roosevelt Field and watch your team and support your Norristown area Eagles.
Here's the kick taken by number 5. The Eagles did not need that to happen. Losing a little bit of momentum as number 5, Devin Passman, brings it all the way out across the almost to midfield. Brings it to the Patriots 48, where number 12, Corey Klein, is going to bring him up for 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Seemed there was a couple breakdowns there in coverage, players maybe not maintaining their line or not getting off of blocks, and basically CB East just brought that ball right back up through the middle of the field.
1st down, number 20 in motion. Klein drops back to throw. Here comes the blitz. Klein fumbles.
The ball is on the ground. Looks like CB East picked it up, Dave.
Klein fumbles. East recovers. But Klein's not going to keep taking too many more shots like that.
Defense has been very aggressive now. They're starting to bring the linebackers off of the edge, and they're really making the quarterback and the running backs pay.
And he paid dividends with interest on that play. He put the ball on the ground. And Norristown largely wanted a spring forward game because they forced so many turnovers. If they could do that tonight, they could very well run away with this game. But the contest is still young, and with 1:30 left to go in the first quarter, Norristown Eagles 7, Central Bucks East Patriots 3, 2nd and 12 for CB East. Like a flow motion. Back to the original line of scrimmage and not much more.
Yeah, teams that try to run wide on Norristown are really playing into the strength of our defense, which is our team speed. If you're going to try and go wide and run laterally against this squad, you're just not going to gain very much yardage because our guys are going to fly to the ball and get there on the outside.
You're right. You're much better off trying to exploit some of the size weakness of Norristown going up the middle. But the defensive line's playing aggressive, and they're using their own speed to create plays in the backfield. So it's a lose-lose situation right now for the Patriots. 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz. Davis, no play there. Number 18, Ellis, breaks up the play. It was thrown a little hot. It's going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation.
Real nice coverage on that play. He was that receiver, number 8.
Yeah, Tobrinsky.
Teddy Trubinsky. He was wearing Brandon Ellis like a Brooks Brothers suit.
High fashion couture. Male couture almost. Brooks Brothers. 4th and 11 for the Patriots. Donalfi back deep for the Eagles to return this punt. They're setting up a return for Donalfi. It's a line drive punt. Donalfi's going to let this one go. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Unlike the foibles of Greg Lewis and J.R. Reed and the Philadelphia Eagles punt return unit, the Norristown Eagles wisely decided to let that one go, and they'll take over with 1st and 10 at the 25.
Alex played that like a true punt return specialist, like the great Reno Mahe. Just basically make sure that the ball stays in our possession. We'll make something happen on offense. Let's not give away possession of the ball.
All you have to do with a punt return, the first and foremost aspect of punt return, catch the ball. Graham, single back.
Got a Ford wide receiver set here.
Graham's back to pass. Graham drops back. He's going for his favorite target, Donalfi.
And he's got him.
Catch is made by Alex Donalfi.
On the 44.
44-yard line. Excellent throw. Excellent catch by Alex Donalfi. Good job of separation. Big gain.
Yeah, Alex really helped to create some space. He was out there in single coverage. Safety had to come over, and he maintained a nice safe space, kept that safety up on his back, created the space, made the catch, brought it in. The Eagles had a great gain on that play.
Big play. 1st and 10 for Norristown from the 44. Graham's going to call a timeout, and the Eagles are going to figure out their strategy.
End of the quarter here,
End
Dave.
Of the quarter.
That was the end of the first quarter, with the Eagles leading the Patriots 7-3.
At the end of the first quarter, it's Norristown 7, Central Bucks East Patriots 3. Coach E.J. Smith is rightly proud of his squad, but he's not going to let them let up. He's not going to let them get a little too big for their britches, and he's going to keep on them about putting the pedal to the metal and keeping it going here.